Hello and welcome to a new video, and as you can see, it's of a mystery parcel. Now it is a Blu-ray and it is something that I already have in my possession, and the particular film itself, I have it as a steelbook, and I've been doing a series of videos of where I've been saying that I'm trying to some of the key favorite steelbooks I have in my collection. I want to have the normal Blu-rays of them, simply because I want to preserve and look after the actual steelbooks. Considering that the actual market price of these particular steelbooks have actually skyrocketed. Not that I have any intention of actually selling Blu-rays, but certain Blu-rays that are my favorite, whether it's a favorite film or it's a favorite particular piece of artwork on the actual steelbook. Certain films, if I can find them dirt cheap, especially secondhand, for virtually for nothing, one or two key ones I will replace and preserve the Blu-ray steelbooks. Now, this particular movie did have a sequel quite recently, and between when the first movie and the second movie came out, there was a huge gap of many years from when the actual sequel came out, and there was high anticipation of whether or not the sequel would be as good as the first one. Some argue that it may be as good as, or maybe even better than. So, without further ado, we shall commence the unboxing. Got my trusty Stanley knife here, which makes life a lot easier to cut into these packaging. Although, I'm going to be careful as to not to actually damage the actual Blu-ray case itself. It's well packaged, but not obviously padded. And as you can see, it's of the movie Top Gun, starring Tom Cruise and Kelly McGillis. Let's see where the movie was directed by Tony Scott, or should I say the late Tony Scott, who was the brother of Ridley Scott. And I actually think that Tony Scott, rest in peace, he was a fantastic director. I remember him, I think he directed Beverly Hills Cop 2. And I think he may have done the movie Man on Fire with Denzel Washington. I may be wrong, but he was when it comes to action movies, he was a fantastic director. And for me, he was sadly missed. It was produced by the late Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer. The movie starred Tom Cruise, Kelly McGillis, the late Val Kilmer, who sadly passed away last week, Anthony Edwards, and Tom Skerritt. I know I'm probably butchering that name. The movie release date was May 12th, 1986 in New York City. And then it was released 4 days later on May 16th, 1986 in the United States. And the running time of the movie was 109 minutes. It was made on a budget of $15 million, and then it made a box office of $357.3 million. And my whole view on the actual movie itself was a fantastic movie. You can tell it's the 80s. Cracking soundtracks in the actual movie itself. Obviously, you could probably look up the actual soundtracks. I know one's Highway to the Danger Zone and Take My Breath Away, which I remember when they were released on a program we used to have over here called Top of the Pops. And obviously Tom Cruise at the time, and still is, and was massive in the 80s, and obviously transitioned into being an action star. I think not shortly after this, obviously a couple of years later, he would do the Mission Impossible movies. But yeah, he was absolutely fantastic in that. His character, Maverick, obviously was really cocky. And obviously, you know what happens with cocky people, where eventually they're brought down to earth, and then obviously they then have to sit there and build up the confidence and then believe in themselves again. But a really fantastic film. Val Kilmer, as I said before, the late Val Kilmer, was absolutely fantastic in this movie. Again, if you have not watched this movie, I really highly recommend checking it out if you already haven't seen it. For me, one of the top best action movies of all time, and probably one of the definitely one of the best movies that Tom Cruise has done. Obviously, years later, he would do Top Gear Maverick, which obviously with the gap in terms of when that movie came out, Top Gear Maverick I wasn't sure whether it would be able to recapture the magic, especially obviously so many years have passed and we're a different director in terms of, you know, could they give you a really good, worthy storyline? And I'm happy to say that Top Gear Maverick was absolutely fantastic. One of the best films of the year when it came out. I'm trying to remember what year that it did come out. Oh god, I'm pushing the wrong thing here. Top Gear Maverick came out in 2022, so that's 3 years ago. But again, that was a fantastic Top Gear Maverick was a fantastic movie. I'm hoping that eventually that I will get that in my collection. I do have no idea whether or not they'll be making another one. I probably will just leave it as that. But again, it was an absolutely fantastic movie. Now, as I was saying as to why I've rebought this, well, there's actually 2 reasons. Now, this is the steelbook that I might actually do a video on, as I don't think I've already done one already. And you can see the steelbook, it looks fantastic. You can see where it says Top Gun. I don't know if it's highlighting on the video. It's debossed, and obviously you've got Tom Cruise on the front. I mean, you've got all the extras in there. But I got this particular Blu-ray steelbook from a store called Zavvi, which I know they do international shipping. And I don't know how I was lucky to get that. I got it for £5, brand new, and plus free postage and packaging. Those were the days when they used to sell them. They used to sell Blu-rays dirt cheap in sales, and they used to do free delivery. And obviously now their Blu-ray steelbooks are a lot more expensive, and they don't do free delivery anymore. But the thing is that when they used to sit there and do Blu-ray steelbooks, whether it was, like, say, of Top Gun or even Star Trek, the J.J. Abrams one, or any big movies like the ones I've got, or even Captain America First Avenger, which I've got as a Blu-ray steelbook as well, they would go down to £5. They would sell out within minutes. So sometimes it was basically about being at the right place at the right time before they actually sold out. So I was very, very fortunate to get that as a steelbook. And so, as I was saying earlier on, that with the certain steelbooks becoming more rarer in terms of condition, in terms of grade, and sometimes they re-release them as different artworks, or even though it's a 4K version. That's just a standard Blu-ray. I thought myself, because that's one of my favorite steelbooks, and I thought myself, I really want to look after, preserve it. Previously, before that, I did have it on DVD, which I still have. So that's why I bought this. This one, right, was a second hand. It was like £3, just over £3 I paid for it. It was definitely under £4. Now, this one is the special collector's edition. So there have been 2 releases of it, of the actual movie on Blu-ray. The one here, the one I have, I think this was the last one that was done on Blu-ray. Again, it did come on 4K. The one I have on the steelbook is an older one, so it's an older pressing of the Blu-ray. Now the difference is that basically they've done more of an effort in terms of obviously cleaning up the actual film quality. Although with it being a late 80s movie, you're still going to have film grain. So there were 2 versions of this Blu-ray. You had this one and another one, and I went for this one because it's got the better picture quality. Plus, as I said before, I want to protect the Blu-ray steelbook version of this particular movie. Again, obviously you can still buy I'm sorry, on DVD or on 4K. But yeah, if I was gonna I've got the ability to play 4K, but I just don't have the TV. But it's one of those films and classic movies where if I did upgrade my TV to a 4K, I definitely would consider getting the 4K version of this film. And I think it's going to be like that with most other films, where if I did buy the 4K movie of certain films, and I've already got them, I would be selective on the particular films that I would want to upgrade to 4K. Obviously, it's films that I really love, obviously, like Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, I probably would. Ghostbusters, things like that. And then, even then, you would have to do Superman as well. But even then, you'd have to do the actual research, because obviously some 4K transfers aren't all, not all 4K transfers are equal. We'll look at the back, and we've got the extras on there. So it says, we'll we'll see what it says on the back. But yeah, Val Kilmer as Iceman. And I loved what they did with Val Kilmer's character in Mavericks, Top Gear Mavericks, and the way they became friends. They were friends over the years, and he looked out for Maverick's character, Iceman. So I thought that was really great. It says high octane action in the role that made him one of the world's biggest stars, which is true. Tom Cruise rides into the danger zone in the smash hit film that defines the modern day blockbuster. Absolutely true. Cruise plays Maverick, a hotshot flyer who is sent to the Navy's prestigious Top Gun program. But in order to become the best of the best, he'll need the help of a wingman, Anthony Edwards, and a newfound love, Kelly McGinnis. Co-starring Val Kilmer, the high-octane hit will take your breath away. Literally the title of the actual song itself. Special features include commentary by Jerry Bruckheimer, Tony Scott, Jack Eaps Jr., and Naval experts. Danger Zone, the making of Top Gun, a 6-part documentary, sort of multi-angle storyboards with optional commentary by director Tony Scott. The rest of the best of the best inside the real Top Gun. What did it say? Vintage gallery and music videos. Kenny Logan's Danger Zone, as I was saying earlier on, and Berlin's Take My Breath Away. And I'm trying to read that one. It's just really hard to read. And Loverboy's Heaven by In Your Eyes, and that's Harold Fretemeyer. I think he did the Beverly Hill Cop thing. I think he did, or maybe it was Beverly Hill Cop 2. I can't remember. And Steve Stevens, wow, and Top Gun Anthem. TV spots, behind the scenes featurette, survival training featurette, Tom Cruise interviews, and special features are presented in standard definition. So they're not going to be in high definition, which is a shame. And it is rated 12, contains strong language, moderate sex, and sex references. Damn. To the quality, it's Dolby True HD and DTS HD Master Audio, and that's going to be really great. So the sound quality is going to be really great here. So it's a 2x3 anthropomorphic widescreen, English 5.1 Dolby True HD, English 6.1 DTS HD Master Audio, French 5.1 Dolby Digital, Spanish 5.1 Dolby Digital, German surround, Italian surround, subtitles English, SDH, Danish, Dutch, Finnish, French, German, Hebrew, Italian, Norwegian, Spanish, and Swedish, and commentary tracks in surround commentary subtitles, and that's English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, and the runtime of the movie is 110 minutes, so it's just 10 minutes shy of 2 hours. But the film races by at quite literally at a breakneck pace. I'll have a look at the Blu-rays here. Being at Paramount, it's gonna have no artwork, which I knew it wouldn't. Let me just leave a little bit because it's kind of shifted. Again, no digital copy, but you get the movie on a silver background. Again, the thing looks pretty brand new, so that's really cool there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this again, and then because I think I saw was it Top Gear Mavericks? I think I saw it on over in the UK on Paramount Plus, which is part of the Sky Cinema package. So I think that's how I saw it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching this again, and then hopefully being able to own the sequel when it drops down to a reasonable price. But this is Top Gun on Blu-ray. Anyway, I hope people enjoyed this video. Please feel free to share your friends and family. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, I would highly appreciate that. That will allow people to find my YouTube channel. This is because of the YouTube algorithms favor the bigger YouTubers, so their channels get advertised on the YouTube recommendation page. So hopefully we'll like to find some new subscribers. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing if you want to see stuff like this, whether it's Blu-ray unboxings, Blu-ray Steelbook unboxings, my Blu-ray and Blu-ray Steelbook collection, as well as my DVD limited edition DVDs. Also, I did a video on the format VHS with in regards of the first of Back to the Future, which was on VHS, and this was also the format before DVD. Please check out that video. I will be doing a follow-up video with Back to the Future Part 2 on VHS, as well as Back to the Future Part 3 on VHS as well, and giving you my memory and history of those particular movies. And also thanks to a friend of mine who donated the Back to the Future trilogy for me on VHS. I think I do have my VHS player somewhere out in the house somewhere. And obviously once I went to DVD, well, VHS was gone, so check out those videos. I do video game unboxings, video game playthroughs, food and drink reviews, movie and TV show reviews and recommendations, comics, new comics. I'm loving the Absolute series by DC Comics at the moment. Also my comic book collection, comic book graphic novels, comic book figures and statues. Please check out my Superboy Prime unboxing video by McFarlane Toys. Highly recommend checking out the video. It's a fantastic figure if you're a Superboy, Superman fan, or a DC comics fan, or even a superhero fan in general. I highly recommend picking it up. Also, I do gadgets as well, film memorabilia products. I've got a couple of things Back to the Future related coming up, which if you obviously stay subscribed to my YouTube channel, then you'll see those things, and I think you're absolutely going to love them. Also, I do art books as well, which I've already done with Black Panther Wakanda, and also the art and making of Pacific Rim Uprising. 2 fantastic art books, which I got from Forbidden Planet. So if you're in the Holborn area in in central London, please check out Forbidden Planet. They do some good deals in there when it comes to figures. Obviously, if they're trying to flog the figures nearly half price, so art books which are normally say 30 to 35 pounds, they even sell them sometimes for anywhere between £2.99 and £4.99. Also, I did pick up some figures. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I did pick up some figures. I forgot to mention the previous this Christmas gone, the previous January sale, and the previous January sale, and the previous Christmases, previous birthdays as well. And I had some statues and figures donated to me from my friend. Similar thing with the art books as well. I did get some. I did get some more during the January sales, Christmas gone, the previous Christmases, and the previous January sales. And over the years, I have been collecting art books as well. Primarily, I got a lot of their James Bond ones. So if you're a big, huge James Bond fan, I think you'll absolutely love them. The art books will be video game, movie, and TV show related. So please check out those videos when they upload. I also do a monthly vlog, which tells you what I've been up to for the current month, what I'm up to next month. Rant videos, and also YouTube shorts, beauty products, whether it's body washes, shower gels, bath salts, aftershaves, etc., anything beauty related. But I see on my travels, and then I'll do like a pickups review, and then I will give you like a short YouTube short review of each individual product. I also have done appliance unboxings, whether it's been microwaves, a Vax carpet cleaner, and a Vax vacuum cleaner as well. I will be doing a review on the Vax carpet cleaner and on the vacuum cleaner as well. The microwave, I'm not really gonna bother because you know how they basically work. I think what else? I've even done some music reviews of some CDs as well, but I haven't done them in a while. But maybe I might get back to doing something like that. Also, DIY products as well that I see in my travels. Accessories, whether it's for consoles, laptops, computers, mobile phones, etc. So yeah, I do all sorts of things like that. So yeah, I think you absolutely will love my channel if you're into those things. I had pre-ordered a Nintendo Switch 2, which hopefully the orders for the past so far has stood for the past 2 weeks. So, you know, I was always at feeling I might cancel it. So hopefully we should have that sometime in early June. Again, for me, it will be a late Christmas birthday present, sorry, because it's going to be my birthday next month in May, so it'll be a late birthday present. So we will be doing, and hopefully, fingers crossed, an unboxing of Nintendo Switch 2, and obviously comparison videos and comparing the different accessories and parts that are with the Nintendo Switch 2 in comparison to the Nintendo Switch 1 in terms of obviously size and the feel of that and the actual quality of both the products and whether or not they've improved or not. So please, again, the support, keep again, subscribe to my YouTube channel for the up and coming Nintendo Switch 2 unboxing in the next 2 months or so. So yeah, please consider subscribing. In Christmas 2023, we hit 500 subs. Early 2024, we hit 600 subs. And as of the 16th of April, we're over 800 YouTube plus subs. So again, thank you to all subscribers, all the new who subscribe to my YouTube channel. Whether you're somebody that's newly subscribed, or you haven't decided to subscribe, or you've been subscribed for a long time, I really appreciate all of you with the subscribers, and also the views as well, and the likes. Hopefully we will get to 900 subs and then the big 1,000 maybe in the next few months. By the end of the year, who knows, by next year, but hopefully we'll get to 900 and then 1,000. So again, big thank you to all of those who subscribe to my channel. If there's any question you want to ask about a particular product, then please feel free to ask me. I've had some people ask me with certain games, does it play in this language? And I've looked and I've checked and then I've answered the question. So if there's anything that you want to ask about a particular product and it's within my power and my knowledge to answer that, then I will answer all your questions. So again, big thank you to all of you that have subscribed to my channel, and I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. I also live stream on Twitch. I don't have a set schedule when I live stream. Now, this is because of personal stuff and health issues as well, so it's hard to tie down certain key schedules or certain days and times. So it's a day-by-day basis when I can or can't stream. To find me on Twitch, it's the same name as my YouTube name, just Ad76. I will leave the link in the description box. Most of the time, if it doesn't have copyright material in it, I do try to export it to YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, on a rare occasion, I do live stream on YouTube. It will be casual gaming, so it'll be beat 'em ups, shoot 'em ups, platform games, demos, sports games, things like that. Even if you do miss the live streams, the videos will be kept up, and you can watch the videos when you have the free time to. Although it would be nice to have some live viewership, so hit the notification bell on off chance when I do live stream. And it just leaves me to say, wherever you are in the world, then please stay safe. And I will speak to you again on my next video. Bye for now.